get back into it over here, eh? Okay. Oh, crikey, there we go. That's what I was expecting. But you will not display properly in the viewport. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. So what we gotta do is note item is already. You don't need to cast for real. Alright. I like to hear that. I mean, it's an editor-only function, so it's just like kind of what has to happen. That's so annoying. It's like all of this. Do I turn that into a function? No, it's dumb. Okay, let's clean this up though so it's a bit more clear what's going on. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're basically doing the rest of it after this. And yada. This goes in there. And this goes in here. There we go. Alright, that's a lot of logic that I would like to simplify down the line. But basically, my exposure settings make the lights a lot darker during the day. And I'm trying to just get the lights to a good place. And get them to actually show up. Allow me to change these values, see the changes in the editor, and then make sure that those changes stay during gameplay. Okay. I gotta make some fire. That's what I need. But I also gotta fix the things. Okay. Alright, nice. Fix that, fix that. Let's see. What we got over here? Okay. Let's see. Just trying to get my place settled. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to redo this wall. Basically. Oh yeah, let's do test. Okay. Check this out. So for lumen, it really doesn't like this whole wall having this slight curve in the middle here. It tries to make a very simplified version of the geometry for the distance fields, and I think because of these angles, it's giving me these really dark shadows in here. It could also have something to do with having the walls on the sides attached, but it's not, I guess, as bad from there, but it's really bad off of this wall. And somehow that. But I'm pretty sure if I move this, then it will fix that. Yeah, see? So it might not look bad in front of it, but it's making bad distance field geometry behind it. And then similar for this. If I move this piece away, then those shadows should fix themselves. Yeah. So I think the solution is to just break this up into flat planes. And then same for the inside. Instead of I was trying to simplify too much basically and have like all of this be one wall, since, you know, it's most of the time going to be all on screen at the same time, right? Like, sure, if you're looking out the window, you kind of miss like half of it. But I figured, why not? We can go for it. Yeah, the game doesn't like that. And the same goes for these like fireplaces. On the outside, it makes these weird pockets of darkness. So I gotta remedy that. And then I don't know why this is so dark. I think that's probably more a lighting thing. I don't know how if the geometry is really difficult for it in that way. But yeah, so pretty much all of these archway things I gotta replace. And then again over here, the same chimney setup. It's because like this is all one piece. So I'm gonna have to like re-export this geometry without the chimney, make the chimney a separate asset, bring that in. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I wonder. Yeah. And then from here, it's hard to see. Let's see. Okay, let's turn that. This will kind of help show the lumen. I guess I can turn this up more too. Okay. See that we can make out the brick detail, I think is good. There is some black in there, but the interior itself may be okay. No. Okay, it's the interior. Yeah. Interior is causing the exterior problems. Yeah, and vice versa. Because this is just making this shadow come in very shallow. I wonder. Maybe we'll try a couple versions with like. Well, no, I don't want to attach. I'm thinking about like attaching the interior of the chimney to the exterior, just to make it sort of like an object that has like a front and back, so it doesn't try to, you know, like bridge an empty space between anything. But then like if you're inside, it's gonna bring in the outside and vice versa. And I don't want that. I mean, at that point though, any issues that you see from the inside, it's like as long as the outside isn't being drawn, then it won't be an issue. Let's see. We'll just have to experiment. Welcome to the party. So yeah, first, I see I will just try to get the chimney area looking okay. Might as well cut out the interior and exterior at the same time too. Okay. Nice, this is the wall we need too. This we don't need. This can hide. Okay. And then we need the exterior. No, it's still special. Special exterior, yes. Okay. Maybe we just do this. Bam. 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 Okay. I mean, I guess those are already penetrating, kinda. Yeah. Let's just leave it for as is. We'll see if that's gonna work. So our wall, our detached interior. Our exterior. I think that's okay to not bridge. We could experiment with bridging it though. And the exterior is going to be this. I'm worried about this still trying to close this gap here. I think that's the only fatal flaw. So I'm going to try this. Make a version with a... Just like temporary names for now. To figure out what works. Excuse me? Is it not gonna bring the wall? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now what we want to do is take both of these, alt drag. Okay. Got you. Testing folder, yeah, okay. Import. Don't search, yeah. Okay. I can't assign all the materials in the property matrix. Flippity flappity. Okay. Just feel like the materials will help visualize things. Okay, this is exterior. Chimney outer. Okay. Wall outer. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be both of them. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So we close this, come over here. Back to our meshes. Save them all. Okay, first up, let's do the combined mesh. Oh. What? I thought I was combining. What the? No. I thought that was just. Oh, okay, okay. Brought everything in. Jesus. Alright. Oh, nice. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. I mean, I guess it has. If that shadow is gonna protrude through the wall, that kind of blows. But maybe having the wall in front of it will stop that. Let's see. I just bring in this. Down a little bit of that. Do a bit of this. Let's see. Alright, nice. So it could poke through, but it's gotta be hella close. Or like, I mean, pretty offset. Okay. Yeah, bam. Solid. Okay. So, with that then, can I just bring in the outer wall and it'll just work? I don't mind if I do. So, what? I feel like I'm not selecting the right stuff. I can't see anything. Okay, that. You. There. Yeah, that's how it should be. Okay. Okay. Look at that. It's very nice. Look at this garbage. What is that? Pretty lumen scene. Although I don't know what causes these. Actually, I mean, the sun is from this side, so maybe it's just looking at like primary bounces. Yeah. I don't know why it's drawing the line there. But, okay. Nice. Alright, that was easy. So, yeah, both walls still, they just need to get separated. That's all. Okay. Okay. So, break out the same walls. Huh. Let's see. Now. I'm wondering if, let's see. Let's just try it. What will happen if I try to merge these? I'll take everything to next. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, we still actually have to test the other one as well. I feel like it'll work. It's just like a more disjointed version of that one. Let's see, let's give it some more room. Am I still protruding? What is Is that offset? I feel like things are not lining up. Yeah. There, that. This. Okay, scoot it back. Let's check. Wow, that's actually a good deal worse. Dang. Okay. Yeah, so definitely not having that backside is pretty bad. That's crazy. They both seem to have issues on that edge, but dang. Nice. Okay. So we know what to do then. And then we gotta do these guys next. Oh shit. Okay, whatever. Now, let's do the merge test. Just to see. Like, I just want to merge the exterior. I do want the front to be in place. No. Testing. Oh wait, shite. Okay. Nice. Okay. Ba-da-bum. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I mean, okay, fine. So that works, but it's still not practical to have the interior there. I'm just gonna leave it as a separate object. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Guys, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Because it's fine. I gotta lock that bad boy. Okay. So, stripping that out. Just go look at our little walls. Mesh. Start with interior. Why not? Oh, why not? Trying to think about how I'm building my meshes. I'm making some concessions and like thinking about building specific pieces and just straight from Maya, but for some things I can get away with merging actors here. So I'm just like, do I build this piece here or in Maya? Okay, wall meshes, window wall A. These are all done. We did the test, it worked. Let's do the conversion. Where's the special pieces? This. A2, I mean, I'm not mad at that. call it as it is. Okay. Let's do chims for chimney. The chim chims. Window wall A. You know what it is. Got my mouse over here. Oh, okay, so we were combining the chims, huh? Jimmy chims. Yeah, that should be fine. The interior of the chimney is all just brick, and that's already part of the exterior wall material setup. Should be good, should be good. Okay. Chims. There we go. Nice. Okay. Unfortunately, I do keep the interior walls and exterior walls in separate folders, so it creates quite the pickle. I'll put it with the interior. Wall meshes, yes please. And this one, what's lame about exporting FBX files in batches is that you always have to export them in batches if you want to overwrite anything. Import wall meshes. Right? Interior, okay. And come over to the exterior. Import exterior walls. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, fun. Fun in the sun. Okay. So that is gonna have to. Alright, that's okay. What are we looking at here? What's going on? Okay, whatever this, that's gonna go. This gotta go. I guess, okay, let's leave that for a second. What I need to do is drop in. Does this really swap exterior wall? Okay, nice. Bring in my blueprint. Use the mold. No window, fireplace, or door frame. Come here. Let's say hello to the people. Cat break, 1 second. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Hey, oh, okay. Do. Kitty, I must entertain the people. You don't understand, Kitty. You don't understand. Okay. Alright, I think she's settling in. Okay, okay, okay. Just gonna try to. Oh, shit. Oh, oh. Why is this so. Ow. Oh, oh, God. Oh, cat claws in my leg. Scarlet, you gotta go. You gotta go, kitten. Kitten. Please, thank you. It's a good little girl. Wow. Okay. All right, take 5, everybody. Take 5. What are you doing? It's okay. Beautiful widow kitty. Whoa, whoa. Just too hard to resist. Hey, 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 hey. Meow, 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 meow. Scarlet, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Please come here. Good girl. Yeah. That's a good kitty. Okay. You're a good girl. I got work. Alright. Holy crikey, my GPU is screaming. She's being very needy. I just gave her a nice cuddle sesh. Thank you. Okay, I think that's good. This is the interior doorway piece. I'll delete that. Now we have just our new piece without any chimney. And I will combine that later. Meshes. Interior. Gems. The Jimmy Gems. Okay. And that is that. There's some weird shading going on there. But I think that'll do it. And then yeah, the fireplace is in there and everything, so let's make this just like extra bright, just cause. Nice. And nice. And for reference, this is something like what we had before. And just like a black hole in there. Cool. Fun stuff. Troubleshooting Lumen. Love to see it. Okay. Got that. This. Whoa. Nice. Looking fresh. God, that UI is killing me. I really want to like lock down the environment so I can walk away with it. We'll put in mountains in the background, so right now I just want to like finalize the house and make sure I get all these lighting issues taken care of, and then I can start building a couple other houses to dot around the surrounding area. Yeah. Okay. So for these guys, I just gotta rip out the chimney pieces, and then I already have that one I just made, so that will be an easy fix. So, back to my so I didn't even need that. both of those. Get them out of here. So the exterior is not connected to anything. So I can just grow a selection for the interior. Bam. Right? Why is that? Why does that look weird? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Might as well just reuse these. Again, gotta export multiple copies. By multiple copies, yeah, I mean like by multiple selection, non-singular, if you will. This one actually does have another component attached on the side. And because I need the cap mesh as well, I'm going to have to use my blueprint for this. No. So be you. Hey. Interior, yes to the exterior. Use special C. This comes out. We do want cap and foundation. Alright, fine. I'll leave it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. And then we're gonna have another small wall piece without the cap because this angled wall will take care of it. But for now, actually, I'm gonna just move this. No, I'm gonna replace it first. Yeah. That's easy enough to do. Okay. That's gone. What is up with these gaps? You just overshot it. Nope, okay. Alrighty. Dang. So I do kind of have to do that, and then with a half meter. Oh no, with 1 meter. Something like that. And then I can come over here and do a little something like that. Turn off the cap. Bing, bada, boom. Okay. And then that's all one piece, of course. Whoa. What did I do? Damn it. I thought I alt dragged the blueprint. That's so lame. Why do I do this to myself? Windows door. There we go. Okay. I'll attach the light thingies later. For now, okay. Oh Jesus, okay. Just give this Alt, Shift, drag. See that one there? Please exist there. Don't disappear. It's not supposed to have the windows in it. Okay. Well, this side is that. No, yes. This exterior. Okay. Side is coming from the walls. I'm going to delete that. This, do that, duplicated. Don't use the interior, but do use the windows. That way this thing is literally just windows. Right? Okay. And these are all lined up there. Take this. Hey. No, it has a hole in it, but the players are never going to be able to see it. Yeah. Come on, Lumen, look real nice. Yay. Yay, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to break it all up. Gosh, dang it. Just thinking about how this is going to kind of ruin my wall blueprint. Actually, that would be a good thing. Thinking about needing to put my wall blueprint in my portfolio. It would be good to show, but there are a lot of little bugs in it, and especially breaking up the meshes like this is just adding more complexity to it. That is just not there right now. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to press on ahead, aren't we? And let's see. Does this always do the thing? Goodness. That's an old mesh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's what we're looking at. Whoa. Yeah. See, on the inside, it's like, oh yeah, that's cute. That looks good. On the outside, it's just a monster. And that monster is eating our beautiful exterior. There's no two ways around it, boys. We gotta break up all these walls. All them walls. All them walls. Okay. Gosh darn it. So, do all this. X wall small. So luckily I is smart and made it validity friendly kind of, so it splits easy. Detach components. So go here, go there. Go editor, stitch those together. Know what I'm saying? Okay. Then just gonna take you. Alright. Oh shit, this isn't even. Dang it. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I kind of need it. That's fine, it's fine. Okay, so we're going to disable that, and then. This is why I was like, oh shit, because like these ones, we're going to have to redo it. But what I really only have to do is this one once. Because this will give me all the pieces for the rest of them. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like I should be able to mirror it, but I'm too lazy for that right now. If we can figure that out in Engine and make it easy, then I'll just do that, and this will be fine. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. I think combining them in the editor didn't matter, so all these have new names, so it won't make a difference. And then for reference, let's see. This is what we're kind of. Holy shit! What, bro? It must be super jacked from the molding somehow. Anywho, this is the issue. So, come over the meshes interior. Okay. For that one, it's all three of them. Yeah. Center. So many. There we go. It's actually basically the same. Okay. Maybe it is just from having the these walls on the sides here attached to it. Let's see how the solid walls stack up. Pretty similar. I wonder why this is jutting out so much. Okay. It's so odd. Let's try then. Yeah, just deleting that. No triple. Just pop that in there. Well, let's just do it. Okay. This over. Should we do a meter? Why not? Oh, come on now. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we should expect to not see any black smudge monsters over here. Come on, yes, let's go. Okay. But now we gotta get rid of this smudge monster in the back. Coming from this guy. Okay. I'm trying to think about the limitations of this distance field setup and how that works. Yeah, it seems. I think it's actually okay with interior, convex faces that are more pointing inward. It can handle that and then sort of resolve backwards, like how these walls are, and that seems to work fine. But when you have or no, concave faces is when they're facing inward. So like convex forms like this, where they're like open, it seems to be like when it tries to resolve backwards, it kind of runs into itself in the corners and then just like overcorrects and oversimplifies. So hopefully separating the walls will stop it from thinking it needs to merge with the nearby wall pieces. At least that's the theory we're going to go with. Wish me luck, guys. So what the fuck am I doing? Is it still in the hex small? I think it is actually. Small frame, yeah. Okay. Kia. Wait, what? Boo. Alright. Oops. Okay. I'll have to see too if like combining them. Oh. I think the roof is causing this dip right here, but I'm honestly not concerned about that. It's more all of this that's an issue. Okay. So yeah. Let's try merge. No, let's do put in testing. Yeah, merging it makes it regenerate that and just ruins it. I want to see real quick though if it really ruined the geometry or not. Because merging has been kind of picky. At least with smaller edges. Luckily this is pretty blocky. Okay. So, yeah, we gotta leave these as separate pieces. And that's fine. Okay. So go back over here. Take you all here. Oops, I don't need that. And then we're gonna go to you. What do you got? Okay. Okay. I don't have my roof blueprint. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. I just gotta open up my older project and migrate it. Alrighty. This is my learning project. It's where I import everything I want. I'm trying to make this one just the bare bones of what I need. I'm doing some experimenting with 5.4. Oops. Why do we do that? This accent actions. Migrate. Hawkeye. To clean project content folder. Bing bada boom. Override it. No thank you. Bam. Done. Easy as that. Don't need to save nothing. Sorry, gonna pop up. There we go. And we're back in it. You know what kills me? These shadows right here. What the flippity flap is happening? What the flippity flap? Look at that. Yeah, they go away when I move the camera in, but why are they there in the first place? Okay, whatever. Blueprints. Roofs, boy. Hex roof. Small, please. Bring it over here. Zero's too high. I think that's good. Okay, -10. Take this, delete it. Take this. Okay. Right. I mean, I guess we can leave the roof separate. Just kind of comes down there the whole time, so you can always see it. Let's see. Ah, look at that. Yeah, there's a little bit of schmuck over there, but that's all good. That's all good. Yeah. So again, this is the same issue as on the inside. I was like, oh yeah, this is fine, right? These are all next to each other and it's all open. Like you'll usually be able to see both of them. So I combine them. But now it's created a monster in the back. I must uncombine them. Yeah. Whoa. I think my location zones are printing something. No. Who doing that dump? Roofs? Roofs? Let's do that. Okay. Whoa. Wah, wah. I doubt there's a way in the modeling editor to break them apart. It's probably the same thing I'm doing in Maya, where you just have to make two and delete stuff. But now this has molding and everything, and it's too complicated. So 3 meter double window. Hold the window. Oh yeah, this part I kind of fudged. This corner's a little awkward. I could make another corner piece for the 45-degree. Might be nice. But, okay. I'm just gonna have to get rid of that. 2Q. Do the 1 meter. No. Yeah. Jesus. Alright, no. See, this is a piece that I would consider making in Maya. Like, I wanted to make a kit bashable thing, but it's just more optimal to combine these pieces. Oh, god damn it. Once you use them, kind of, especially just on like a flat wall like this, if you use a few of them, and it is good to merge them. Like this piece, I might just be able to merge with the window wall. Okay, yeah, that's actually better. Nice, I think. Let's see. It's a little funky, but it's okay. This is the corner A too, though. What if I want a corner B? Slightly rounded? Okay, never mind. Corner A it is. Okay. That's fine. That's good. Okay, and then if we look back on the outside, no shadow monster in the corner. Yay! Look at this. Lumen's easy, guys. Lumen's easy. Just have to let the light flow through you. Okay. Go take that. Go do. Oh, no, I'm gonna do this. Can we? I gotta do it. Let's see. Again, these pieces are worth combining. The fireplace. I might as well combine it with the walls. The only reason I don't, or I hesitate to, is because it's, yeah, it's a stand-in object right now. So I am gonna change it later for something a little bit nicer. I just wanted something to fill the space for now. In the meantime, though, did also. I was hoping for a way to make these corners more rounded, but that'll take a bit more work. Why are the windows not good? Damn, that is so noticeable. What the hell? It's like this whole wall is too far over. There's something else here? No? Okay. Dang it, though. It's just floating. That does seem like it might be a little bit off. Gasoline. And what's that? What is this little dot? Ah, that sucks. That super sucks. I can fix it by making the window frame just a little bit larger. It's not super bad, but it's just a lame thing to have to fix. Let's see what we got. for now. Let's go for some player collision. Jeez. Okay. Hmm. Alright, I'm calling it good. Oh. Okay, that's good, that's good. It's all fine. Not sure. Door. Yeah, something else there. Oh crap, it's gonna be those special walls. Frickin' A. I think it's called window wall. C and A. Alright there, brothers. Gosh darn it. Would like things to be able to go into the... you know what? I can't be doing this right now. I need to put the... Well, no, it'll be okay. No. No, I can't. For these interior wall meshes, I need to combine things first. With these exterior ones, though, I can fix them. Box. I just love redoing collisions for the same meshes over and over again. The joy. Oh, shit. It's fucking garbage auto collisions, huh? Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the fireplace inside of it too much. Still not good enough, pretty sure. Right? But right there. Oh, I guess the door did stay away, or the wall isn't clipping. Look at that beautiful collision. Okay. What is going on with this wall? Oof. Yeah. So this is another. Gonna be another problem, child. Luckily, it's not as significant as the other ones, but this could be cleaner if the inside piece were made differently. I don't know if I'm actually going to fix that one, though. I will fix this exterior one, but that's going to resolve this, and then it's going to be fine. It's going to be a-okay, y'all. It's going to be a-okay. So we take 1, 2 3Ds and one of this. Hold Alt and Shift, and we double check to make sure that old shit stayed. Flip it around. Let's see. Let's just bring it in. Oops. Is that it? Do we nail it? I think that's it. And then, what can I do to make an easy transition? Whatever. Let's come up with it. That, the whole thing gone. Should just be right at the top here. Come back to bing, bada, boom. Look at that. I don't love that piece, but this looks much better. It's fine. It's looking much better. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. It's totally from all this. Yeah, this bathroom's so lame. But I think separating everything will help it resolve itself. I guess, yeah, most of it is coming from this kind of exterior piece. Let's see how much we can save just by swapping that out. I am gonna need fill. Small. Yeah, I'm gonna need this fill object. And that should be on it. Plus some of this. I think that's okay. No. That should be good. Okay. Okay. I mean, it let the bathtub resolve a bit better. Yeah, it feels like the window wall's just not not down. Okay. Okay. Guess we're just gonna make it all from scratch again for like the 4th time. Whoa. That looks trippy. Okay. Damn. Like that. Is that even the small? Small pieces matched. Do we not just import these? Yeah, see, this is the small. This is not what the bathtub looked like, was it? But no, I think we're saying that this is okay. So we can get away with that out here. No, use molding. No. Well, we know we need to get to. What? Okay, so what we actually did over here was this. No, not that corner. Give me the corner. so I can butt it up against the corner. Scale it just a little bit. There we go. Okay. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Even that closet. See, like this wall and this wall. Yeah, okay. Maybe they do need to be separate. Sue me. Curse that window. Ooh, okay, no. What's happening here? Uh-oh. It's the tub. It's the gosh dang tub. Okay, so if that changes that one, what changes this one? It is, okay. Jiminy crickets. Why isn't it doing that anywhere else? It must be because of the open windows. I mean, god darn it. Okay. We're having fun, we're having fun. Oh, flippity flappity. Damn it. Yeah, there we go. That's what this needs to be like. Left is like this, right is like that. Left is like that. This is just all of them. Still all of them. Out of date versions. Okay. Oh, excuse me. This. Which one's center? This one. Yeah, I just had to bring the molding in separate. That's fine. That's fine. Jiminy Christmas. Oi, why you like that? Oi. Man, I do gotta fix that before I do anything else. Don't need my mouse thingy. That's so lame. Left, right, window center. Window center. Then keep these together. Okay. Now what the shit and shiters? Excuse you? Excuse you? Not sure, whatever. Just give me. Okay. Alrighty. Fix up those materials real quick. Oh, come on now. Alright. Maybe I separate that center wall with the towel bar. That's one mesh, shower is another, bathtub and the frame is a third. I mean, for the most part, it's fine. No, that's not good. Damn. Why does that have to make such a bad... Ugh. Let's see. Right. Right though. It's pretty lame. It's just really crapping the bed on that one. And it could just be this. I mean, I guess before export I can rotate them and then unrotate them, but it's so lame. That would be better about keeping to those orientations. It's still located in the same pivot point, so all I gotta do is unrotate and everything will be fine. So strange. Why won't... why can't you look normal? I wonder if that's a build thing? Build and be better? No? God dang it, man. I just can't win. What's up with that? Oh. Of course. Of course. Holy cow, that's offset. That's not good. Maybe this is... No, it's the right one. Okay. Anywho. There we go. Isn't that perfect? Supposed to... Oh. Can I not click? Why am I not able to pick it? Oh shit, there's nothing there. Okay. Whoops. Let's see how easy it is to bring it back. Actually, I should be able to just do this, right? How did it ever get offset? What did I do wrong? exteriors looks nice now. And our interior is not black. We're getting somewhere. Okay. What's this? 45. No. Probably also no. Okay. Let's see if I can't take your spot. And that still doesn't work. Dang it. That got really screwed up. That's kind of sucks. I mean, maybe I'm using. No, those are all correct. No? Okay. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. What the Flipmaster 9000 is happening? What the heck? I'm losing it. Why is this not lining up? I wonder, God, if the distance field could just be driven from like collision meshes, that would be so convenient. Oh, that'd be so nice. But nope, I gotta deal with this crap. Stupid fractional. God dang it. Like, why is the pivot so offset too? What the hell? Right, they're supposed to be meeting that. Yeah, so it should be lining up perfectly, just like it was. This is how I know I'm in the right spot. This is only forward off of the grid line 5 centimeters, and that's how much of an offset my walls are. Why is it not working? Tell me this one's off. Nope. It's just fine. It's perfect. How does it jump through that much? See, like it's meant to be seen from this side. And yet, how is the pivot ending up in front of it? It should not be like that. 1x6. I have to. Shit. We are re-exporting these as is. There must be something when it's like converting into the scenes units or something that it jacks up the measurements and the distance between the vertices. I mean, yeah. That's there. You see how the pivot is slightly behind this? That's what it should be. Oh my god, I'm not. Wow. Alright, you little bastards. Because somehow my transform was off. So annoying. Ugh, dude. Look at that, it's just straight up. Please. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah. So, let's see. Why is that not? Freaking out for a second over here. And then I think that will make those good. And at this point, that blob is just because of this bathtub. Yes. Okay. Alright, alright. I think we might be coming up on a little break here soon. Oh, I need to eat real food. Glad we're getting the lumen stuff figured out though. Okay. So, I think big bathroom piece is the prop we want. Kitchen furniture. So let's see. What do we think about the tile spacing here? Those are fine. I kind of want them like a little bit smaller. Man. Let's see. Where we go. Okay. Shower in the wall. Okay. Each get free 3 cent. Yeah, this should probably stay with the wall, actually. Okay. This is gonna be like the door. I think I'm gonna have to make this. Excuse me. Yeah, so this will be a shower door. Let's just make this a little bit smaller right now. I just wanna... It's good. Just so it kind of reads better as you're walking around. It's so thin. Let's see. With that in mind, though, this is going to. I should have it open from this side. Something like that. And this will be hinged there. It'll open like that. So it'll kind of block the doorway. And we can set up something where you can like see someone's feet or whatever in there and they'll like go in and close it. Oh, that's gonna be sweet. Okay. Okay. I guess we can make the handle for it and just get on with it. Yeah, there's enough room. I'm still gonna leave it out for now. What? How did that work? Okay, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're just gonna have to delete this. Or maybe... Ugh. I'll just make this big bathroom pieces. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The window's messed up. That's fine. Get rid of these little tests. Alright. I think all our lighting else for the lumen stuff should look good. Nice, 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 nice. Go inside. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, we got a little something going on there, but if anything, it's probably the same issue with this, just because it's coming in at a 45-degree angle. So if that really becomes an issue, I'll fix it later, and it's not hard to fix. Yeah, let's go. That is still a little wonky out there, but we're okay with it. We're okay. That's probably all fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's turn the slide on. Oof. Alright. Okay, okay. So, yeah, I'm just have to delete it, get that out of the wall, pop a new one in there. begins. Okay. And more location, please. There we go. Holy hell. Okay. Yeah. It's gotta be this. Well, whatever this is, actually. That's what this should be. Okay. So I'm not poking out there, but this is still a problem out here. So huh. Yeah, look at that. Much better. Oh. Boom. Someday we'll have fire. Looks glorious. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you want to see something cool? Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break here, but I'll show you little sneak peek of something. Not a sneak peek, I don't know. It's just a cool technique using something called a custom primitive data. So you see this guy? He's got this material I use for custom content. So I'm going to assign that to this guy. You'll see. Oh, why is it black? Because the custom values for this have not been set. Come over here to, yes, to this. Kind of want to just delete it, but no, it's fine. Let me just do this to add it. There we go. And then we'll also add this. Now, this is unique to this specific static mesh. So I can do this. Well, I have that custom paint object on it. Here's the same shelf with the same material. It just has a different value in there. So now this one we can make like a green. Ooh. A nice olive green, if you will. Who knows? Why not? And then on top of that, I also have my own custom roughness. I can set per asset. If this one is like, oh yeah, I want to be a little more glossy, let's show it off. That's fun. You can do that. Or if I want it to be a bit more matte, like this. Yeah, we got that. Whatever we want it to be. We can use the same material for all the assets. And they'll get their own special little color. And this one doesn't have it yet. Because we have rubber things on the bottom. I don't want to use it for this quite yet. Okay, but yeah. That'll do it for now. I downloaded some asset packs to start sort of populating those things. There's like a few things up in the air that I want to knock down in the coming weeks. Yeah, and one of those is just the other houses in the neighborhood. So, well, god damn it. Gonna have to take what I learned from making this all work, and then I'll try to build some other houses for the background. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Didn't leave any gaping holes in the walls. I'd love to see it. Still, this is a little wonky, but no one's going to spend much time over there. Don't know what's going on with that. Probably because it's all combined. I guess it doesn't like that. And yeah, it probably is kind of trash on the inside, but it's more supposed to be a little hiding spot anyway. I'll probably have like U-shaped shelves in here, maybe. Yeah. Or should we make fire? That'd be pretty hard. We have to like come outside and completely disable rendering of those. With the smoke. I don't know, I guess we just have a smokeless fire, huh? Because it is electric or propane and all. Yeah. It's fine. Smokeless fire it is. thought. Oh no, okay, these are just random textures that I was using. That's cool. Plants, metahumans. This is supposed to be deleted. I was able to, in another project, get my metahuman to work as my like first-person character and run around with the base animations and everything. So I'm just gonna keep experimenting with that in a different file, different project until it's ready and I can just merge it in. For now, though. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. So yeah, we got our game consoles, our dartboard, hockey table. Yeah, darts will be fun. You can have the ghost throw them or something. Yeah, so we could put some of the kid stuff in the backyard. That's nice. And trampoline, yes, yes. We like all that. See this stuff and I think of like a proper, like a public park. I don't think I could build a level there. So the pick and choose for a backyard environment. Why are there like 4 different chairs? I do like this jungle gym thing. It'll be fun to play with like building, but can't really make a game out of it. Unless, oh, that would be a fun kind of just like random little mini game to make of like an infinite runner through a freaking jungle gym like that. Infinite jungle gym madness. Badminton, woo! Ooh. Can we use the stroller? Yeah, we can make the room like a baby room. And you have a stroller in the garage to roll around. A few toys there, some dolls. Oh. Maybe we can try their auto rigging stuff. Make a little demon baby. Box, kitchen stuff, toy. Oh, like a toy stove, sure. Toy Swiss Army knife. And then we just have a regular sport pack for more outdoor shenanigans. Ooh, these tree stumps. What's funny is this is actually good for like the garden setup. But man. Okay, something that I want to figure out how to do is how to spawn objects along a spline. Is that thing? spline mesh actor. Let's do a little tutorial real quick, and then I'll call it. We'll learn one new thing. You can't spawn in construction. You can't put an editor node custom event in your graph, which can be called on the editor. So you manipulate your spline when you're ready, hit the generate button. Boo. It turns out can add a child in the construction, of course. The child method leaves them inside the spline blueprint. Not much use to use, perhaps. Better to sow the construction with children first. Oh my goodness. What is this? I have the editor mode button to convert them to actual blueprints. So what is this? For loop. Last index -1. Get number of spline points. Get location of spline point. Okay. This doesn't help at all. Can we just go to YouTube, man? YouTube.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unreal Tips and Tricks. Today I want to show you how to use splines and instanced static mesh components to make useful and performant tools to quickly lay out repetitive geometry. We'll look at two ways you can use these two components in a blueprint to quickly place and edit a lot of geometry in the world. In both cases, we'll be making a blueprint that places copies of a mesh along a user-editable spline. We'll expose a few parameters for our users, determine the spacing between copies using the mesh itself, then use that information to determine where to place the copies along the spline. Then I'll show you how you can use that information to make sure your copies are exactly where we want them. In the content browser, I'll right-click and say Create Basic Asset Blueprint Class, and set the parent class of the blueprint to Actor. I'll name that BP.
Okay. You can rewind and follow along if you're looking at a screen. I'm just going to move it off to the side. You can still hear it probably. So for our spline actor, come here, get rid of this, blueprints, new blueprint, actor class, underscore fence, spline.
Spline layout tool and open it up. In the blueprint editor window, I'll click the Add Component button and type spline. I don't want to use a spline mesh because I don't want my meshes to deform along the spline. We want them to stay rigid. This gives me a line, and I can click on its points to drag it around. I can alt-click and drag to add points, and I can change the tangents of it to customize the shape. In many cases, you might have a function in your construction script that adds static mesh components to the blueprint. However, this comes with some performance issues both in rendering and in the construction script. Since I know I'm using a single static mesh, I can instead use an instanced static mesh component. It basically says, take the static mesh I've specified and stamp it around in a bunch of different places. I'll hit Add Components again and type instanced static mesh and click it to add that component. Since I'm making a tool for other users in my project, I want to expose a few variables to them. So when they're placing this blueprint in the world, it'll be easy to modify. The first variable.
Gosh darn it, I don't have the flippin' dippin' fence mesh files. Gosh diddly darn it. Oh yeah. Just because I like how it feels. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I need. Okay. What was up in that shadow? And I think these actually did get moved. I don't know if that really matters. When I overwrite it, the tool will update. Should not be a problem. Whoops, not that. That's just a function. Where's my spline? Fence spline. Okay. Okay.
Variable I want to expose is the static mesh we'll be placing along the spline. I'll bring my instanced static mesh component into the construction script, which will create a Git node, and I'll drag off that and type set static mesh and select that function. I'll connect the execution pin of that node to the start of my construction script. Then I can right-click on the new mesh pin on that node and say promote to variable, which will automatically create a new variable of the type static mesh. I'll rename that to placed mesh and click the eye icon next to it to set it to be instance editable, so anyone placing this blueprint can change this value when the blueprint is placed in the world. I'll set the default of this variable to my stack of tires asset. We know we want to space these meshes a certain distance apart from each other, so instead of relying on a user-specified float variable, we can use the mesh itself to get the spacing we need. I'll create a getter for my placed mesh variable in the construction script, and from that I'll type get bounding box, and from that break structure, then subtract the min value from the max value to get the size of our mesh.
Get bounding box. For real. Subtract the min from the max.
Next, from that vector, I'll create a break vector node. And I'll use the size of the geo along the x-axis since that's a common forward axis. This will become more useful later.
Right, we're going to be a long way.
This means we'll stack the tires right on top of each other as we place them along the spline. But I want my users to be able to control the spacing ever so slightly. So for that, I'll add an offset to this number. In the My Blueprint panel, I'll click the plus icon next to the variables category to make a new variable, which I'll name offset. I'll promote this
more things I gotta
1,
do.
2 instance editable, and I'll change its type to float. From the X output of the break vector, I'll create a float plus.
Time out, bathroom break. Time out. Let me get some water. Okay, time out source now. Go. Scoopy scoops. Maybe not. Oh man. Okay. Still in timeout. Sorry, I'm just still in timeout. Okay, time in.
Plus float node and connect our offset variable to it. This lets me offset it forward or backward along the spline. So if I want to be able to offset further, I can just type positive values, or if I want them closer, I can use negative values. I'll recompile my blueprint and set that default offset to 5 or so. I'll right-click on that offset plus X size output pin and select promote to variable. And I'll call this variable spacing. I don't want to make this instance editable though, since we're automatically calculating it. Next, we need to figure out the number of instances we're going to place along this spline. First, I'll bring the spline from the components panel into my graph, and from that say get spline length. From there, I'll create a float divided by float node and divide the length of. I'll right-click on that offset plus X size output pin and select promote to variable. And I'll call this variable spacing. I don't want to make this instance editable though, since we're automatically calculating it. Next, we need to figure out the number of instances we're going to place along this spline. First, I'll bring the spline from the components panel into my graph, and from that say get spline length. From there, I'll create a float divided by float node and divide the length of the spline by our spacing value. This will give me a float number with some sort of remainder or decimal because we're not always going to have a spline with the perfect size. I'll need to convert this to a whole number, and to do this, I can either seal it or floor it. If I seal it, it'll round up to the nearest whole number, or if I floor it, it will round down to the nearest integer. Because I don't want to place meshes past the end of the spline, I want to round down. I can drag off the division and type floor, and I'll right-click on the output of the floor node and select promote to local variable, and I'll name this number of instances, and connect that to my earlier nodes. From here, I'll make a for loop and use my number of instances variable for the last index. I'll take the index output of the for loop and multiply that by spacing. This will be how far along the spline we should place our mesh, or the total length of meshes we've placed along the spline so far. I can once again drag off my spline.
No. Right. If you have say you have 5 so we're getting the amount of spacing plus an offset value. We're taking the spline length. Let's say one of these is 200 units. And the spline length, let's say that's 500 units. We're going to half that, so you only get 2. And for loop, the first index is 0, and the last index should not be 2, it should be 2 minus 1. What is this fool doing?
Total length of meshes we've placed along the spline so far. I can once again drag off my spline component and type get location at distance along spline, which will give me a local space location for a point that is a given distance from the start of the spline. From the get location at distance.
Nice. Get location at distance. So you just hand it a float value. It traces the line and tells you the location. Okay. Not too shabby. At distance. Yes.
along spline output, I'll create a make transform node. We'll leave the rotation and scale set to their defaults for now. So this is now a transform in local space for the current instance. Next, I'll bring the instanced static mesh component in.
Oh, okay. Sure. Instance static mesh component. Yeah, that'll be. How are we gonna do this with multiple things? All right, let's just wait to the end.
From it, create an add instance node. This tells the component.
Add instance
To
node.
stamp this mesh at this transform. I'll connect my make transform node to the transform input of the add instance node,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happened in the blueprint view.
Yeah.
Hey, that looks great. When I place my blue,
Bam. Pow. Boom. Oops. I guess it is going to take the... It is spacing it right properly, but it is just projecting it along the x-axis, which is upsetting. But I guess that's good to know for building shit like this. I'm accustomed to building assets with the widest axis along Y. But this is just saying like whatever, basically repeating direction is your primary. Okay then. But we can just do this, right? We can just do that, know what I'm saying? I do have a post object. I don't know why that's not in there, but once we figure out how to do the sequence, is it sequence? No, it's just gonna be flip-flop. I'm pretty sure. At least for this. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, bro? Easy. Uh-oh.
blueprint in the world, I can click on the spline and drag it around to get my row of tire stacks to fit around the curve of this track. This technique works great when you have a mesh with a roughly square footprint that you want to place at regular intervals. There's so much you can do with this, and I encourage you to explore the possibilities. I'll show you one more thing you can do with your spline layout tool, though. If I swap my stack of tires for this concrete barrier that I got from Quixel Megascans, you'll see that our instances don't follow the curve of the spline anymore. That was less of an issue for our stack of tires, but becomes really apparent with a more directional mesh like this.
Find
We
rotation
need to get these
closest.
concrete barriers pointing toward each other. To do this, I'm going to get the location of the next instance and use that information to create a rotation value that we can pass into our make transform node. I don't want to simply copy and paste this bit of functionality here because I'm the kind of person who doesn't want to do
Trigonometry
the same thing
shenanigans.
twice. Instead, let's wrap this
Or
up with a
geometry.
function. In the My Blueprints panel, I'll click the plus
No,
icon
just
next to
do it
functions to
here.
create a new function and name it getLocation at index. I'll select all these nodes from my for loop to my getLocation at distance along spline node, right click and select cut. Then function, and name it get location at index. I'll select all these nodes from my for loop.
Just this.
To my get location at distance along spline node, right click and select cut. Then I open that get location at index function, press Ctrl V to paste. Now you can see that the integer input into our multiply function is empty. We can click and drag on that over to the function node to create a new input variable. Similarly, I can drag the location output of my get location at distance along spline node onto that same function start node to create a vector return value. I'll connect my get location at distance along the spline output to that return value and make sure that the start of my function is connected to the return node here. Now, if I go back into the construction script, I can place my get location at index function into the graph and connect that into my loop body. I can connect my index to the A input and the return value to my make transform node. However, I'm going to need a second one of these.
What? No. Okay, okay.
And I'm starting to feel a little cramped in the graph, like my blueprint is getting clogged up. Since our get location at index function doesn't change anything about the blueprint or call any other functions, we can make this a pure function, which means it won't have
I was just thinking that. Like, come on. Okay, tell me
any
how to do it.
execution methods. I'll select the function in the My Blueprint panel and select the pure checkbox. You can see it change to a green icon, and in the construction script, you can see that it doesn't have any execution pins anymore. I can right-click on that node and select Duplicate, and for the input of this function, I'll add 1 to the index from our for loop. I'm going to pause here, since you may think we're about to run into trouble if we pass in an index that is greater than the number of meshes that we want to place, and thus finding a distance along the spline that is beyond the actual length of the spline. The good news for our purposes is that the get location at distance along spline function will return the end point of the spline if the distance is longer than the spline itself. So for the last point we need to calculate our rotation, we'll always get the end of our spline. So now I have my location of the current instance and the location
Plus
of the
one,
next
yeah.
instance.
I
or
said
the
just
plus
one.
We'll need to make a vector that points from the current
Real,
location to the next
real?
location and use that to make a rotation. And to do that, all we have to do is subtract the location of the current instance from the location of the next instance. From there,
Hold up. Wait a minute.
we'll create a make rot from x node. This takes that vector as an input and makes a rotation value with that vector as the quote-unquote forward vector. We can connect the rotation output of that node to the rotation input of our make transform node. In the blueprint viewport, we can see nothing has changed, which again is what we want to see. In the
Make
level editor,
rotation
we
from
can see now
X.
that the concrete barriers are properly aligned and pointing toward each other. And you can see as I move the spline around and add points to it, we're making more barriers and they're all connecting up. And that's it. Now we've got this really useful and reusable
As you can
instance layout
see-
utility that can work in all sorts of...
Okay, what's going on? They're just never getting told what to do. I mean, I guess he didn't do that, so let's see. No? Yeah, definitely nothing. Okay. Build a rotator given only an x-axis. Oh, whoops. Of course. Hey, how's it going? I'm making a ghost hunting game in the spirit of Phasmophobia. It's like I got my whole house thing set up here. This little not guy that I didn't create him. He's from Mixamo, but it's my little stand-in ghost man. I got this whole house thing going. Looks all spooky and stuff. Still gotta make fire. But yeah. So right now I'm just trying to work on like building the fence line with splines because I haven't learned how to do that yet. And yeah, I'm troubleshooting. But yeah, so I'm a 3D artist trying to learn Unreal and everything. And everyone on the streams usually fresh in the Unreal scene too, more or less, and we're all just helping each other out. Yeah. What brings you to the stream? Are you also interested in game development? Let's see. So I got the spacing, that's fine. Spline length, that's good. Oh yeah, so we were printing Y values. So if I break this, split struct span, and plug Y into Z, I think, maybe? No? Rotate. Damn it. And early stage working on platformer. Hey, nice. Very cool. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think of the other games people have been talking about. I don't know if anyone's working on a platformer specifically yet. So that's sweet. Yeah, so what kind of if you're early on in development, what are you choosing to focus on to get started? See, why am I getting I'm getting this Y rotation. I needed a change in Z. The Y values are all there. What is happening? I'm just getting a character to run around and actually follow a spline. Follow a spline? What do you mean following a spline? Is it like, you don't just have like platforms for him to like jump on and everything? Is it like a on rails kind of thing? Just me and a partner doing mechanics and he's art. Nice. And yeah, is this your first time dabbling with all that? Or do you have any kind of relevant background experience? Right, X, Y. These all should be rotating a lot more than that. They should almost be rotating 90 degrees. Maybe it's because I have the 90-degree rotation in there already. Did I? No. It's a 3D world where the character can move closer or farther from the camera depending on where the spline is. Interesting. So sort of like limited 3D world almost. Intriguing. Oh man, what is happening here? So we've got a number of instances. That should be fine. The last index is 1, yeah. I mean, he didn't do that, but it shouldn't matter. That should be the correct thing to do. Kind of like inside. Yeah, okay, I see you. Sick, nice. That'll be fun. I was just watching a random clip of, what was it, like Little Nightmares, I think. That game looks so good. I haven't played it, but just like the style that they chose is beautiful and disturbing, but cool. Nice. Yeah, the games in that style that people have been making have been looking like super nice. I guess obviously I don't know all the games that have been made, but yeah, there seem to be a lot of good hits in that format. So yeah, you picked a good one. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, definitely. As you make things and stuff, I want to hear about updates. So please do share and show the people what you got. Okay. So it's okay. It's not rotating because I'm just printing that. But even still, this is just not enough. Like, at the very least, I should see these all change a little bit. Because we're getting these values coming through, like this. Wait. What is happening? Taking the loop body, we get this. Right, this is getting our base location. This is creating a vector between those. Make rotation from the X. What if we tried as a different format of make rotation? Well, no, x-axis is going to be that. No, why is it not z? Yeah, I mean that right angle is kind of fucking with me. Shit. Let's see. But it's still coming out in the Y channel, which is so odd. Maybe that's something to do with the way the spline is oriented. Game's supposed to be MP also. Yeah, ideally, that's what I like to go for. At the moment now, I'm just dealing with making so much other stuff that I'm just kind of focusing on a single player experience. just to get like the core of the game settled, and then once I basically have it done, I'll try to start developing things for multiplayer. But I will always have, yeah, multiplayer in mind as I'm developing the single player. Fuck, man, why is this? What's happening? What's going on? We're getting our local bounds. And why the offset, everything like the offset's good. I'm totally fine with that. How about we just print whatever the rotation value is that we're trying to assign? Oh, nope. It's just not printing anything. What? Why does that print nothing? What the hell? That was just working like just a second ago. If we plug in this, is that gonna do something? Yo. Where'd my debug go, yo? What the heck? Get me out of here. Yeah, got that collision working. Huh. Gotta be able to step up there. Gotta work on that. Bam. And this. Can we open that? Yeah. Oh, spooky chairs. Wow. Because I think it's a lot more convenient if I know if I like know how to set this up, it should just be like, you know, literally make these handful of nodes and like it works. And it makes it a lot easier to just draw random fence lines so that I'm not having to place individual static meshes here and like say for some reason I didn't want like a perfect 90-degree fence line along this like box kind of shape. If I wanted at a slight angle, I have to like select those group of fences, kind of rotate them, and then like scale them a little bit or like add more at the end and then like add more on another one to try and like compensate to fill the gap and everything. And in general, it's just like a slower workflow. Also, I think this is a good thing because I'm still trying to apply for other jobs in the meantime. Right now I don't have a job, so I'm just doing this full time, but ideally, yeah, I need to get some work somewhere, so being able to build spline actors to do this kind of thing is very convenient. In a similar vein, like to be able to build roads that can follow whatever kind of curve, you know, something like that is useful in a lot of places. And the one interview I've had so far, they did ask about that, and I was just like, yeah, I know what it is, but I haven't done it yet. So just trying to get it done, get more experience under the belt. That is another part of me doing this game. It's not just like I'm trying to like make this just to make money. It is a lot of just like a learning experience to figure out what all this fun stuff's about. So whatever I can do to try and like explore the tools and the correct workflows, the better. So right now this is something we're just gonna have to put up with and figure out. I wonder, let's try this. Interesting, but the fence tiles don't bend, so even the spline curves, it would be limited. Yes and no. First, well, so I think there are options to make the geometry actually bend with the spline, but basically the theory is that you are taking the distance along whatever axis you choose, and then there's a node in here that says, how would I put it in the function? It's about getting something along, yeah, get location. So this is get location at distance. So basically I hand it in a distance, let's say it's 2 meters. and it'll follow the curve for the exact measurement. It doesn't like go, just 2 meters in X. It'll trace the curve, give me the point there, and then basically I'm just trying to do like simple math to say from this point to this point, how do I have to rotate this object to make it align? And in the tutorial I watched, everything worked just fine for him. I should have my things set up just the same, but it's just not coming through. So I'm gonna try to just like add rotation on here and just see if that does anything. Yeah, see? So it just needs to be smarter about how it's getting that rotation value. So let's see. I'm gonna try to go back, double check everything that he's got. Cause see, he's showing like the way he set it up was just with these tires, which works fine because they're round and basically omnidirectional. But when he plugs the barriers in, you'll see that they.
Our instances don't follow the curve of the spline anymore.
Yeah.
That was less of an issue for our stack of tires, but becomes really apparent with a more directional mesh like this. We need to get these concrete barriers pointing toward each other. To do this, I'm going to get the location of the next instance and use that information to create a rotation value that we can pass into our make transform node. I don't want to simply copy and paste this bit of functionality here because I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to do the same thing twice. Instead, let's wrap this up in a function. In the My Blueprints panel, I'll click the plus icon next to the functions to create a new function and name it getLocationAtIndex. I'll select all these nodes from my for loop, to my getLocationAtDistance along spline node, right-click and select cut. Then I open that getLocationAtIndex function,
So
press
it's
Ctrl
this.
V to paste. Now you can see that the integer input into our multiply function is empty. We can click and drag on that over to the function node to create a new input variable. Similarly, I can drag the location output of my getLocationAtDistance along spline node onto that same function start node to create a vector return value. I'll connect my getLocationAtDistance.
I didn't do it like that way, but it shouldn't matter. I got the same output
the start
result.
of my function is connected to the return node here. Now, if I go back into the construction script, I can place my getLocationAtIndex function into the graph and connect that into my loop body. I can connect my index to the A input and the return value to my make transform node. However, I'm going to need a second one of these. And I'm starting to feel a little cramped in the graph, like my blueprint is getting clogged up. Since our getLocationAtIndex function doesn't change anything about the blueprint or call any other functions, we can make this a pure function, which means it won't have any execution pins. I'll select the function in the My Blueprint panel and select the pure checkbox. You can see it change to a green icon, and in the construction script, you can see that it doesn't have any execution pins anymore. I can right-click on that node and select Duplicate. And for the input of this function, I'll add 1 to the index from our for loop. I'm going to pause here since you may think we're about to run into trouble if we pass in an index that is greater than the number of meshes that we want to place, and thus finding a distance along the spline that is beyond the actual length of the spline. The good news for our purposes is that the getLocationAtDistance along spline function will return the end point of the spline if the distance is longer than the spline itself. So for the last point we need to calculate our rotation, we'll always get the end of our spline. So now I have my location of the current instance and the location of the next instance, or the end of my spline. We'll need to make a vector that points from the current location to the next location and use that to make a rotation. And to do that, all we have to do is subtract the location of the current instance from the location of the next instance. From there, we'll create
Wait, subtract the location of the current. Wait, he's not doing that. Subtract, he said to subtract the location of the current instance, which should be this, from the location of the next instance, which is that +1.
And to do that, all we have to do is subtract the location of the current instance from the location of the next instance.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Let's see. I want to know what. Wait, I don't need to do that. Dang it. Come on, man. What is going on? How did I lose all my print statements? They were working before. Dang, okay, it's all 0. Oh, okay. We're just gonna do that then. Just like this, move that. Wait, now it's just printing a single float? What the heck? Is this really gonna make a difference there? Or is that just old freaking log text? Ah, I'm getting bamboozled out here. I want to follow like what he literally said, and that's this order of operations. Somehow he plugged in the wrong thing and it worked. Okay, clear log. Move this. C and Y. I almost want to do this and like subtract 90 or something. It's like I don't get why some of them are negative and some are positive. Whatever. Damn it. Like what's the matter? I'm giving it inputs. I'm definitely handing it values that are changing. And it just won't give me. That's so odd. Like I know this is outputting values in the Y. Alright, you know what? Let's just try to combine it and see what happens if I just throw that straight in there. Ooh, somehow that's kind of working. It's like I need to be rotating it in Y. Is that what it is? No. Don't tell me it's X. Why did that just work for a second? To throw the whole thing in there, but then if I just go piece by piece. No, it was the Z the whole time. How does that make any sense? The rotator output was showing only changes in Y. pitch, yaw, rotation. Oh, roll. Oh my god, really? It wasn't freaking XYZ. It's goddamn YZX. Oh, that's so killer. Alright, we got it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We don't even gotta worry about it now. Okay, we figured it out. It's fine. It's fine, guys. See? See? I'll make the freaking post later. And I'll fix the UVs and stuff. But for now... Oh, whoa, I didn't want to do that. Can take this, do a little something like this, just pop that over there, grab this, pop that over there. I think we can even hold Alt and bring this out, that's fun. Do that. This, I don't know how to handle this. Can I hold Alt and, no? Okay. There's some better way to handle that. You know. But yeah. Easy peasy, right? So much easier than having to take the time to like place all these little things. Cause trust me, I already built a level where I did all that. Yeah, it sucked. I'm not trying to do it again. I guess nice. We can just shrink those down and make them points. That works. I will have to make like a sort of gate thing eventually. But I'm okay with that. But yeah, see, like 2 seconds it took me to set all that up. And I can make as many adjustments as I need to. It's just too easy. You not? Whoa. I just fixed that. Oh, okay. That's cool. Just like sliding them through. But yeah. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Select that, select this. Oh, no. Control select. There we go. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Okay. Dang. Kinda gotta, you're gonna be like that, huh? Okay. So I'm gonna take you, we're gonna take you. Oof. I'm gonna take you. I didn't realize I did this click. Oh. Yeah, nice. So we gotta plan out the backyard too and make room for all those play structures in that asset pack. Yeah. Now spacing is kind of messed up a little bit. It's like they're flipped. No, and then all these ones work fine. Oh, and then they're back to not working fine. Odd. Oh well, Cool. That worked. We'll take that as a W. Still not going to help me build these. I need to build a few custom houses to just like duplicate around. I know I can make just different wall materials for them to change the house colors and everything. That's super easy. I just got to go through the tedious process of getting setting up all the floor plans and putting all these meshes together. But I think that might be it for now. Eventually I'm gonna have to build, like bring in a little bit of terrain. Let's see. I need to figure out my distance for that. So the plan is the player is gonna drive in on rails about a block away. They'll roll up, park, and then just be limited to the house, like the property lines, basically. So really, well, I want kind of some terrain in the neighborhood. It's not like perfectly flat. So, yeah, this is a good reason to have. If I have like some kind of like gradual sloping hill on the side or something, then when I bring in my road pieces, instead of having to like put hard geometry down, it should be able to deform to the spline if I add some edge loops, and then I can just drop points on the terrain, and as it undulates, the road will curve and adapt. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So with this, I'll do a patio sort of floor piece. I'll have grass out here with some play structures. A bit of like a garden along the back. And then, yeah, we just got to throw in some trees and other houses. Then we'll probably start messing with terrain. Get the road back in. Here, this is, so I'm essentially redoing everything that I did in a different project. So I'll show that, and then I'm going to sign off. It's probably not an optimal work style, but this is definitely a habit that I have of kind of doing a lot of work in one project and carrying over like a few pieces that worked out of it and just like abandoning the rest of the project. Because this one I just like downloaded all this crap into it and it's pretty bloated and it has all these random levels. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I think it's this one. So I did kind of lay out a neighborhood and did a first pass with the terrain. I largely kind of forgot what I was doing. So we're going to semi-relearn it. But I know what the target is. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll leave him. Come into lit. Oh, it's all dark. It's all dark, man. Whoa. No, my beautiful houses. Womp. Well, essentially I have an asset pack of these roads and stuff, but I think I'm going to remake it anyway on my shelf. And then another pack that has these kind of houses, but there's like a jillion materials with it. So I've been trying to export this and also remake it, do like all the UVs myself, but it is so it's so dense. It might honestly be. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if it would be faster to just re-UV this entire house from scratch, basically, or to use the components that I've built to remake it. But yeah, this is essentially the layout of the neighborhood. Player's gonna have a vehicle that they'll spawn in from this direction. You can kind of like look around at the other houses as you approach, and then you'll pull in here and then go into the level. Damn, I ruined this level too. That's unfortunate. Yeah. But I did do a bit of set dressing and everything here, just kind of play with a different asset pack that I purchased, which was fun. It looked fine and everything, but by the time it was all put together, my frame rate was atrocious. And yeah. So I realized I had to kind of rebuild the geometry, or not the geometry, but figure out a better material system that I could reuse all the geometry for. So I've been ripping out some of the assets here and there and re-UVing them. And then this is kind of a little particle experiment with my monster guy. This is going to be like a ghost in the corner, and they have this sort of dynamic moving material on them to be like a weird amorphous shadow thing. This one has a basement. My current house does not, but I just kind of did that for fun. I don't think I really need it, but it was more just playing around with all the different tools and such. But yeah. Obviously, there's not a lot of knickknacks everywhere. I just kind of went with the bigger objects to fill things out. But also, like all the doors that come with this, they aren't rigged to be manipulated like my doors are, like grabbed and physics enabled and all. But yeah. So basically, the exterior of this house is going to more or less look like this. And yeah, I would like to have that spline thing working, because I know I can basically set this road up and then out here. I mean, obviously I can have it go like that, but where it branches off in this T shape, you can like spawn another line from a point and set up logic for like a junction like that. So I know that'll be a lot more complicated, kinda, right? If I find a tutorial, I can follow along, but it's not something I think I could do on my own. But that is the goal, because then it's just like I'm just throwing splines down, wherever I want the road neighborhoods to be, and that'll drop in all this stuff. I can change, I think, the parameters along the splines too. So I should be able to like drop a point here and say like, make this a driveway on one side, or drop another point here and make it like a double driveway. Whatever we gotta do. Yeah. Cha. So that's coming up in the plans. Kind of procrastinating getting started with the character stuff, because I know it's just going to be so animation heavy. I've been lightly experimenting with the motion mixer. And yeah, getting MetaHuman to work too. And I've like made them both work, but I don't know the ramifications are on the project. It does add to a significant memory leak actually to have metahumans. Like if you see this number up here, it's actually wiping down all of the current memory for the most part. I mean, sure, it started at 90, now it kind of jumped up to almost 100, and it will slowly climb over time. I'm not sure exactly why, but when you have metahumans installed, at least the plugin enabled for your project, then that thing just skyrockets. So definitely recommend adding this to your viewport if you don't have it visible already. Can't remember what, like how exactly I got that to pop up. But if people are interested, I can look into it more. It's very convenient. Shows all the frame rates and everything. It's this stat bar at the top here. I can't remember if it's one of these settings, I want to say, but it's good. Obviously, you get the frame rate there, but another thing that's helpful is this memory indicator. Nice, that's good. Every time I see people do tutorials or anything on YouTube, I never see it on anyone's UI. So I'm under the impression most people don't know, but nice, good on you. Cha. Oh, this is so messed up. So yeah, these are some Megascans decals that I've thrown around too. Yeah, I'm trying to consolidate a lot of my materials so that I don't have as many draw calls. Basically, each one of these decals is coming in as its own material, and you can save on your performance if you just slap or like merge all their textures together basically into one atlas, so you get just one texture call for everything. So that's kind of like my mindset going into how I'm building the current project level. This was to kind of just experiment with what the quote unquote maybe standard workflow is to just like throw things in there and make it work. But for my clean project, I want it to be as optimal as possible. So maybe in Megascans, I'll make a like master atlas of these decals, and then in Maya I'll probably go through and cut out polygons for these. I mean, I know these are just projections, but if I like really pack them and make them optimal in Maya to like get them close together, then I won't be able to use simple primitives to project them from. That's fine. If anything, I can use, because they will still be virtual textures, so I might be able to get them to blend with the road. And then, I mean, for some things like this, you want to have a hard edge, but in other cases, I might be able to get that to look a little nicer. But yeah. So yes, this is kind of why I need the terrain too. There's like a slight hill here up to the houses. They're a little bit off the ground and all. And see, like this I just made because I'm limited to these tiles. But ideally I would kind of like a gradual sort of F curve to go off into the distance. And that's much easier to do with the splines. But yeah, I'm going to have to find another tutorial to say, like, at this point, okay, I get that I can do this. I obviously don't know how to deform it just yet. But also to choose when and how to change the instances along the line. That is something I'll have to figure out for another day. But yeah, I am super hungry, so I'm gonna have to jump off. Yes, yeah, serial killer, welcome. Do you have any other questions before I go? Any words of wisdom I might be able to pass on as a fellow newbie? Man, dude, we can all use it. It's glorious. Okay. But yes, this is just an old example project. I don't know if they even have anything else that's interesting here. This is like from another tutorial thing I haven't gotten to. These are just old versions of the maps. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Alright, man. Yeah, so I'll catch you around. I'm usually on this time. Guess I'm trying to get on a little bit earlier. Today I started around 10, but most of the time I've been getting on like 12-ish. So usually start around there and then try to run till nowish, do a lunch break, and then come back on for maybe another couple hours. And then sporadically I'll do some midnight streams too, but I don't know. Trying to cut back on that. So this is definitely the primary time, sort of middle of the day-ish. So yeah, look forward to seeing you around. Here's some updates on your cool platformer. Yeah, man, look forward to it. Everyone else gonna have some cool stuff to share too. So yeah, dude. Thanks for joining, and I will catch you